Iran is such a country which is often surrounded not by headlines, but by misconceptions. But its real picture is hidden in those places about which the world knows very little. Hidden between layers of centuries, unique structures, and peaceful heritage. This land sits encompassing within itself such kingdoms for which one just needs a perspective to see them. Today, we will show you a glimpse of that unknown world. Without telling anything, without revealing anything, just opening the door. So let us now begin this mysterious journey of this sacred earth. Number 1. Surreal. The ancient security fort with double walls and underground storages. Zaya Fort, located in the Yod region of Iran, is an extremely well-organized and scientific structured fort which was mainly built for the purpose of security, storage, and protection of the community. The most prominent feature of this fort is its double protective walls, whose thickness is recorded up to about 11 feet and height up to 33 feet. Empty space was made between the outer and inner walls, so that in the situation of attack, the enemy could not advance further, and the defenders could maintain control while staying safe from the height of the fort. The entire foundation of the fort is laid on a natural raised surface of about 13 feet high soil, due to which it becomes extremely difficult for the enemy to climb up from below and attack. About more than 450 storage chambers have been built inside the fort. These chambers were the lifeline for the society of that time. Their purpose was to keep the community's grain, water, equipment, and trade goods safe in the situation of long siege or famine. The walls of these storage chambers are made of thick mud bricks, whose structure was made to keep the heat out and coolness inside. Due to this reason, the temperature of these chambers remained stable and dry in any season of the year, due to which the grain could remain safe for a long time. The main entrance gate of the fort was built with special arrangement. In it, there was a double wooden gate system, between which a narrow corridor of about 40 feet long was kept. This corridor worked like a trap path, where the infiltrating enemy was trapped in the middle, and the defenders above could easily maintain control over him. Turns were also given in this path so that the enemy's speed would slow down, and he could not advance in a straight line. Surreal Fort is completely constructed from raw mud, straw, and bricks. No type of steel or modern cement material was used. Despite this structure still stands firmly in its place today. The thick mud walls were capable of enduring both the harsh temperature of summers and the cold weather of winters. This technique is considered the biggest identity of the ancient environment-friendly architecture of the Yod region. According to archaeological studies, the construction of some inner structures of the fort happened around the 16th century. In many parts, the masonry patterns done on mud bricks and the chemical remnants found in ceramic layers present evidence of its age and construction method. This fort is still completely preserved today and is considered one of Iran's most secure ancient structures. Its strength is a living example that the ancient Persian community had already developed such advanced and long-lasting construction techniques by using natural resources. Number 2. Kandavan. The living village settled in volcanic stones. Kandavan, located in the East Azerbaijan region of Iran, is a rare human settlement, where the entire residential structures are made by cutting volcanic tough rocks. This village is about 700 years old, and its natural structure provides high-level thermal insulation. The rocks here are constructed from tuff formed by volcanic eruptions, in which microscopic pores are there. Due to these pores, the thickness of the walls is kept on average from 6 to 10 feet, due to which the temperature inside the place remains stable throughout the year, whether the external weather goes above 100 degrees Fahrenheit in summers or below zero in winters. The average temperature inside the houses remains constantly between 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. This natural thermal stability includes Kandavan among those few settlements in the world where there is no need for heating or air conditioning. The topography of Kandavan is based on slopes, where the inclination of the rocks remains between 45 degrees to 55 degrees. Due to this slope, the houses appear in a multi-storied form, and the houses of the upper levels are built on natural elevation. Most houses of Kandavan are 2 or 3 roomed, while in some, 4 or 5 natural chambers are also found. The height inside each house is between 8 to 12 feet, according to the strength of the rock. The entrance paths of the village, internal stairs and vertical paths are also made from the cutting of natural rock, The rocks of Kandavon become stronger with age, because tuff compresses and becomes solid with time. The proof of structural stability is that many cave-like residences, 700 years old, are still standing safe today, without any steel support or modern reinforcement. The altitude level of Kandavon is about 6,600 feet. Due to this altitude, the air remains dry, cool, and with low humidity. Due to the height, the structure of the local stone does not get damaged by moisture, and the formation of mold inside also almost does not happen. The water source of the village comes from nearby mountain channels, whose slopes bring water down by natural gravity. Ventilation in Kandavon is controlled through small holes, which are made by cutting the rock. The diameter of these air vents is usually from 6 to 10 inches, and they maintain continuous air circulation. Electricity and modern facilities were added to the village later, but the original structures were completely prepared from traditional rock cutting techniques. Even today, many families live in houses settled in these very rocks. The layout of Kandavon is an example of the unique combination of human development and volcanic geography, where natural rocks are scientifically adapted for use, structural stability, temperature control, and multi-storied land use. Number 3, Nasir al-Muluk Mosque. The scientific miracle of light and colors. Nasir al-Muluk Mosque, located in Shiraz, is such an architecture where the combination of light, color, and structural technique is planned scientifically. The most prominent feature of this mosque is its stained glass windows, in which about 15 types of colored glass are used. The design and direction of these glass panes are determined according to the movement of the sun, especially for the morning time. Between 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock after sunrise, the rays of the sun pass through these glasses and fall on the floor and walls at precise angles. This effect is based on light refraction and spectral division of colors, due to which the entire hall inside becomes a moving light pattern. This is not decoration, but a pre-mathematical light engineering. The main hall of the mosque is supported by 12 solid marble pillars. Each pillar is about 7 feet high and more than 1 ton in weight. Spiral grooves made on the pillars are for structural strength, which distribute the load equally and increase internal stability. This technique is considered the specificity of traditional Persian stone construction. Pink tiles used inside are specially made, and they were baked at temperature more than 10,800 degrees Fahrenheit, so that the color remains stable for centuries. This is the reason the name Pink Mosque became prevalent. The geometric patterns present on these tiles also contribute to the natural distribution of sound. The ceiling of the mosque is designed in such a way that the average reverberation time of sound remains about 0.7 seconds, due to which the sound inside feels clear but echoing. This is an example of sound engineering achieved without any modern audio technique. From the perspective of planning, the inner hall of the mosque is built, keeping in mind the winter and summer angles of the sun. Stained glass windows made towards the northeast direction capture the maximum amount of morning sunlight. The purpose of this arrangement was to generate maximum color effect in the morning time, which has become the identity of the mosque. In this way, Nasir al-Muluk Mosque is not only artistically, but also from the perspective of light science, sound science, and structural engineering, an extremely advanced historical construction. This mosque is that example of ancient Persian engineering skill, where art and science both work together at the same level. Number 4, Isfahan Castle. The ancient fort standing on natural rock. Isfahan Castle, located in the Fars province of Iran, is a rare historical structure which is completely constructed on a high and narrow natural sandstone platform. This fort stands on a 65 feet high rock, and it has natural vertical walls in 3 directions, due to which this fort was considered naturally safe from external invasions. The entire expanse of the fort spreads over about 5 acres area, including surrounding residences, bridges, and caravanserais. This area was developed as a complete historical city in which all structures of defense, trade, residence, and passage were present in the same complex. The main entrance of the fort was made with special arrangement. In it, there was a double wooden gate system, between which a narrow corridor of about 40 feet long was kept. This corridor worked like a trap path, where the infiltrating enemy was trapped in the middle and the defenders above could easily maintain control over him. Turns were also given in this path so that the enemy's speed would slow down and he could not advance in a straight line. Surreal fort is completely constructed from raw mud, straw, and bricks. No type of steel or modern cement material was used. Despite this structure still stands firmly in its place today. The thick mud walls were capable of enduring both the harsh temperature of summers and the cold weather of winters. This technique is considered the biggest identity of the ancient, environment-friendly architecture of the Yode region. According to archaeological studies, the construction of some inner structures of the fort happened around the 16th century. In many parts, the masonry patterns done on mud bricks and the chemical remnants found in ceramic layers present evidence of its age and construction method. This fort is still completely preserved today and is considered one of Iran's most secure ancient structures. Its strength is a living example that the ancient Persian community had already developed such advanced and long-lasting construction techniques by using natural resources. Number 5. Badab Surt, the natural wonder of mineral staircases. Badab Surt, located in the Mazandaran province of northern Iran, is a multi-layered mineral terrace system which is considered extremely rare from a geological perspective. This structure is formed from the continuous flow and deposition of mineral-rich water over thousands of years. The total expanse of the entire area is about 1.5 acres, and it includes hundreds of natural staircase-like pools. The thickness, depth, and color of these terraces depend on the mineral structure in the water. Mainly layers of iron, calcium carbonate, sulfur, and various microminerals deposit with the flowing water and harden, due to which the formation of these staircases happens. This formation is made from the same process which is seen in other travertine terraces of the world, like Pamukkale in Turkey. But the color diversity of Badab Surt makes it completely different from them. This area is located at an altitude of about 6,000 feet, due to which the atmosphere here remains cool, dry, and relatively stable. Due to the height, the rate of evaporation remains slow, and the layers of minerals deposited in the pools form more clearly with time. The colors of these terraces change into red, orange, yellow, and brown. This change in colors mainly happens due to the concentration of iron oxide, which produces different shades upon coming in contact with sunlight. This effect of colors is most clearly visible at sunset time. Badab Surt is based on two major mineral sources. The first source is relatively hot and has high mineralization. The second source is cold and has low mineralization. The speed and flow rate of water from both sources is different, due to which diversity comes in the physical structure of the terraces. The temperature and flow of these sources is stable due to the continuous process of underground water pressure and mineral deposition. Geologists believe that the water of these sources has been coming out on the surface from the same path for at least a few thousand years. Badab Surt is also scientifically important for this reason because it is a living example of the ongoing geochemical process on the Earth's surface. The shape, thickness, and color of each terrace keep changing with time. This means that the entire structure is not a static monument, but a naturally evolving geological system. This place displays how minerals, temperature, water, pressure, and topography together can create such complex natural structures over thousands of years, which keep continuously changing even today. Number 4. Espahan, the restored desert village with mud walls. Espahan, located in the southeastern dry region of Iran, is an ancient village whose entire structure is based on thick walls made of local mud. About more than 400 houses are recorded in this village and in all constructions. A traditional mixture of thick compressed mud, straw, and water is used. The thickness of these walls is generally from 20 to 28 inches, due to which the internal temperature remains stable throughout the year. When the outside temperature reaches above 100 degrees Fahrenheit in summers, the temperature inside the houses remains stable around an average of 75 degrees. This effect happens due to the low thermal conductivity of mud and the natural insulation layer made by thick walls. Small round air vents are made in the roofs and domes of Esfahan, whose diameter is about 8 inches. Through these air vents, hot air rises upward and entry of cool air from below happens. This arrangement keeps the air inside balanced throughout the day without any artificial device. This is the same traditional ventilation technique which has been adopted in desert settlements for centuries. The streets of the village are extremely narrow, whose width mostly remains between 2 to 3 feet. Due to these narrow streets, the speed of hot winds automatically slows down. due to which the flow of dust reduces and the inner parts remain calm and cool. The layout made according to levels controls the direct entry of sunlight. Many houses are constructed half below ground level, due to which the temperature balance remains even more stable. The roofs of Esfahan are mostly based on semicircular domes. The main purpose of this dome-shaped structure is to distribute the load equally in all four directions and reduce the stress falling on the walls and seismic activity. This is the reason that even after major damage in the earthquake of 1978, many domes remain structurally stable today. Esfahan is still a living example of traditional desert construction art today, where mud, wind, temperature, and community labor together create such structures which can last for centuries, even in harsh climate. Number 7. Sultan Amir Imam Hammam is the historic Persian bathhouse with glass domes. Sultan Amir Ahmad Hammam, located in the city of Kashan, is a traditional Persian bathhouse, whose architecture is completely based on the scientific balance of heat, light, and ventilation. This hammam is made by combining several chambers, hot-cold water centers, steam rooms, and changing rooms, where special techniques are used to keep the temperature, light, and humidity controlled in every part. Its most prominent part is its main dome, whose height is considered about 26 feet. 17 round glass windows are made on this dome, in which thick, transparent glass is used. The purpose of these glass panes is not only to bring light, but to allow light to flow inside in such a way that the inner part remains completely illuminated, but external vision cannot enter inside. Due to this technique, privacy remains, and extra heat does not accumulate inside. The walls and floor of the hammam are covered with 3 inches thick heat-resistant tiles. These tiles can hold heat for a long time and remain safe even in steamy environment. Lime, clay, and special heat-resistant mixture was used in the raw material, due to which these tiles still appear preserved in their original state today. An energy transfer system was built under the main bath chamber, in which extremely hot air and smoke coming from external furnaces pass through the paths made under the floor. The length of these paths is spread up to about 80 feet. Due to this system, the temperature of the room could be controlled between 104 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature was considered ideal for increasing blood circulation of the body in bath treatment. The ceilings of the rooms inside the hammam are dome-shaped. Its main purpose is to hold the hot air at the upper level and keep the atmosphere below balanced. Fine engraving and gypsum-based decoration is done on the inner structure of the domes, which absorbs moisture and releases it slowly, due to which the steam inside the rooms keeps coming out in a controlled manner from time to time instead of staying for a long time. This technique saves the inner environment from becoming suffocating. A thick lime straw layer is applied on the roof of the hammam, whose thickness is seen up to 6 inches. This layer prevents heat from going up and keeps the internal temperature stable in winters. This is also a reason that this hammam remained in use for many centuries and is still structurally safe today. Number 8. Sheikh Sofi al-Din Sacred Complex. The unique architecture of 700-years-old Sufi heritage. The sacred complex of Sheikh Sofi al-Din, located in the Ardabil region of Iran, is an extremely important historical and spiritual structure, whose construction began about 700 years ago. This entire complex is an example of the combined use of Sufi tradition, Persian architecture, intricate engraving, and extremely advanced construction techniques. The total length of this structure is considered around about 250 feet, and its internal layout is completely symmetrical. The path of entry to the complex is a long corridor, which is constructed in such a way that upon reaching inside, the different parts appear clearly separated from each other. This design also reflects the religious and administrative division method of that era. Its main focal point is its massive dome, whose height reaches up to about 78 feet. This dome is based on interlocking brick method, in which each brick remains equally locked in the nearby bricks. Due to this construction method, the dome remains stable despite external weather, rain, and temperature changes. The outer surface of the dome is covered with colorful, shiny tiles, which shine from afar when sunlight falls on them, and it's geometric. Patterns are clearly visible even from 30 feet away. The inner walls of the complex are covered with a decorative layer of about 4 inches thick. In this layer, lacquer, fine gold stone, colorful tile engravings, and raised writings are used in combination. This layer not only enhances beauty, but also helps in controlling internal moisture. Deeply engraved spiritual poems, ancient Sufi orders, and historical details are inscribed on the raised inscriptions on the inner surface, whose depth is clearly visible in every fine letter. Among the heaviest structures of this complex are its stone massive gates, whose weight is estimated up to about 2,000 pounds. These stones were installed in their place only with balance and precise joint cutting without any chemical mixture. This technique reflects the highest understanding of engineering of that time. The tile art used in the entire complex, stone engraving, and brick system, presents a direct glimpse of the golden age of Persian art. This site has been declared a national heritage due to its architectural importance, historical continuity, and cultural value. This complex is still safe today in its original style and presents the living identity of centuries-old Sufi tradition. Number 9. Arghibam, the world's largest fortress city made from mud bricks. Arghibam, located in the southeastern part of Iran, is a massive historical fortress city which was completely built from sun-dried mud bricks, raw mud, straw, and wood mixture. Its total expanse is considered about 16 lakh square feet, which establishes it as the world's largest mud-based structure. This fort was based on a multi-layered security system in which outer walls, inner walls, towers, surveillance sites, residential areas, horse-tying places, water channels, and administrative buildings were included. Its outer walls rose up to about 200 feet high, which could completely face the strong winds, dust, and temperature changes coming in the desert area. Dozens of paths, streets, and multi-storied residences were built inside Arghibam, whose entire layout was coordinated with the natural slope. The mouth of every house and room was determined according to the direction of the sun, so that excessive heat could be stopped in. Summers and sunlight could enter comfortably in winters. About 30 air-conducting domes were established inside the fort. These narrow and deep air towers kept the fort city cool in summers. The inner structure of these was made up to about 20 feet deep, due to which the cool air flowing at height reached straight down. This arrangement provided natural coolness and kept the internal temperature stable in summers. The walls and towers of Arghibam were constructed from raw mud bricks, whose weight was on average between 40 to 50 pounds. These bricks were prepared only by the process of precise thick mud and drying in sunlight without any chemical mixture. No modern mortar was used to join them. The walls were prepared in curved turns and thick layers in such a way that the pressure of earthquake and strong winds spreads equally, and the structure remains stable. Arghibam remained completely inhabited for many centuries, until the devastating earthquake of 2003 damaged its large part, yet many parts of the fort still present evidence of its original technique and structural strength today. Arghibam is the construction art of that era in which mud, wind, and sun were used in an extremely advanced way. Number 10. Maharlu Lake, the natural pink earth made from salt, color, and heat. Maharlu Lake, located in the Fars province of Iran, is a vast saltwater lake whose maximum surface expanse can reach up to about 60 square miles. This lake is shallow and its water level keeps changing continuously, according to the season of the year. The most unique quality of the lake is its pink color, which appears most deep in summers. The main reason for this color is the special type of halophilic bacteria found inside the lake, which thrives in extremely saline environment. These microscopic organisms absorb sunlight and, due to its effect, produce pink-red carotenoid pigment, due to which the color of the water changes in the entire area. The salinity level of the lake is about 4 times more than ordinary seawater. Due to this high salinity, fish cannot survive here, and only some types of microscopic creatures. Salt-loving bacteria and special algae maintain existence in the salty water. During summers, when the temperature reaches above 110 Fahrenheit, due to intense evaporation, a large part of the lake dries up, and a white salt layer up to 8 inches thick starts appearing on the bottom. This crystallized salt shines in sunlight, and the entire area presents a shiny white site. Due to the shallow structure of the lake, the water temperature rises rapidly in the hot season. High temperature accelerates the rate of evaporation, and this is the reason that there is a sudden drop in the lake's water level. As the rain ends, the middle part of the lake completely recedes, and only thin layers remain on the edges. The red soil and mineral-rich bottom under these layers add even more diversity to the lake's color. In winters and spring season, Rainwater coming from mountainous areas refills the lake. This time, the water remains relatively cool, and the pink color fades. As the sunlight becomes intense and temperature increases, the halophilic organisms become active and the lake gradually takes on redness day by day. At sunset time, the color of the lake appears in its peak form. When the fine dust present in the air, the shine of salty water, and the combination of red soil provide an aura-filled form to the entire area. The land around the lake is extremely dry. In summers, the surface temperature rises so much that deep cracks form in the soil. These cracks mix with the salt lines formed by drying of salty water and create a unique net-like state of nature. The soil on the edges of the lake is light red in color, in which the amount of iron minerals is quite high. This same red soil is also used in local craftsmanship, color making, and traditional beauty uses. Maharlu Lake, due to its shallow structure, salty water, microscopic organisms, and unique process of color change, is counted among Iran's most attractive natural sites. Its form changes in every season of the year. Sometimes pink, sometimes light red, and sometimes completely covered in a sheet of white salt. Due to this extraordinary natural cycle, this place remains interesting and study-worthy for scientists, photographers, and travelers always. That's all for today's video. These amazing architectures settled on the land of Iran show us that humans had developed what level of intelligence and technique, even with limited resources. If you liked this journey, then do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We will meet again in the next mysterious journey.